Hi Capricorn, welcome to your month ahead taroscope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit that subscribe button. If you are already a continued subby, you know I love you for it. And thank you so much for helping me hit the 40k mark. I'm so chuffed and so humbled. Thank you for all of you that helped me do that. If you would like to book a personal tarot reading with me, you can do so on the website address below. If you are not on my mailing list, you are not getting that Monday Magic Tarot tidbit, which is a motivational message on a Monday from me and the tarot to get you fired up about your week ahead. And also, the winter solstice alignment activation session is up and out there. You can start booking. Spaces are already going really fast. It's on the 21st of December and it culminates in an FLP session. It's going to be absolutely amazing. It's going to set you up for the year ahead. And going into 2020, you know it's going to be an interesting year because of that conjunction that is looming in your sign, no doubt, no less. So if you want to be a part of it, you can click the link in the description box below. With that said, I would like to bless all of my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So let's have a look, see what the month of September 2019 has in store for you, Capricorn. What is going on? So in your actions and interactions with the world at large, you have the Lovers, right? So it looks like you are seeking all of that love, sensuality, sexuality, all of the pleasures of the heart and the flesh, right? So, oi. It looks like for me, because your actions and interactions with the world at large is what you do. And the Lovers card, yes, it represents choice, but at its base level, it sees us aligning ourselves with somebody else, finding somebody that we resonate with, finding somebody that feels like that sort of person that you can connect with or share with, which is really interesting as well. You know, when it comes to Capricorns, because I've been saying to you guys, there's someone coming in, and you guys know me, I'm not one of those, you know, everything is about love readers, like, you know, every single month it's like, oh, who are they and are they coming back? And it really grates on my nerves. Like, that kind of reading just drives me mad. So for me to continually keep coming up with this, who is this person, who is it that's coming in, what's going on here, you know, there's definitely something, and I'm really intrigued for you guys. The fact that you've got it in your actions and interactions with the world at large means that you're choosing love this month. So for those of you that are single, you're like, you know what, I ain't hanging around on Mr. or Mrs. Right to come find me. I'm going out to search for them. Good for you. Get on your steed and go and get your man or your woman. And then for those of you that are partnered, this is about you saying, I'm making my relationship a priority. This is where, you know, what's going on in my personal life, I'm going to give more credence to that. I'm going to give more time to that. I'm going to give more empathy and emotion to that. So love is a big factor of what's happening for you this month. So let's have a look at your money and materials. What's going on in the finance? And this month you get the Hierophant. You couldn't ask for any more than that, right? When you get the Hierophant card, this is about things becoming tangible, about things becoming real. It's about seeing something happen in the real world. And this is what you want in the material sector, because it's all about finance. It's all about financial institutions. If you want or need a loan this month, your application will be granted. If you want to align yourself with a governing body of some sort when it comes to finances, you want to apply for grants, you want to apply for loans, anything of that nature, this month you've got a very strong chance of success. Your Hierophant card as well sees you pushing on with something, and the feeling that I get from this, interestingly enough, is whatever it is that you start or you align yourself with financially or career-wise this month is going to stretch right through to January, right? So whatever you're doing, it looks like it sets you up in the right way with the kind of finances that you need in order to push forward. The Hierophant card also suggests that this month you could be getting a title change, right? So when it comes to work, when it comes to, you know, there could be something about your job that is shifting. It could be that and it's probably going to be like either an up level or what am I trying to think? Or like a different department, but there's something about this that bodes very, very well for your finances. And again, straight away, you've got two major cards out. So money and actions are on everybody's minds in some way, shape or form this month. They've been really, really prominent. Almost everybody has had major cards in these two positions. So very interesting. So your communications with the world at large, you've got the Three of Swords. This month, you could be saying goodbye to something. It's almost like you're having to let something or possibly someone go in order to get to where it is that you want to be. You're very focused on where you're going, on what it is that you want to create when it comes to your finances, when it comes to your work. However, the Three of Swords does suggest that there's something or someone that's kind of, it's almost like they tried to pull you off track. They tried to veer you or steer you off track. And the problem with that is you've got the Three of Swords now as your communications, which means that consciously you are choosing to cut yourself off or remove yourself from somebody. It's almost like you're speaking those words this month and saying, look, you know what, you're actually getting in the way of what I have going on right now. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to move past that. Unfortunately, this is no longer going to work because you're getting in the way of what it is that I'm trying to build or what it is that I'm trying to create. Interestingly enough, I actually think you guys had that card in the same position last month. So, you know, there's this whole thing about separations, about endings, about completions. We've got the Pluto, Saturn, Capricorn conjunction coming up next year. And as of December this year, you're going to have Jupiter move into your sign as well, which is going to kind of amplify that energy. So at the moment, think of this month as kind of laying the foundations for how things are going to shape up for you. Yes, it's very early considering we're only just talking about September now, but I do believe that the ripples of whatever takes place this month are going to take you right through to birthday season and beyond. So let's have a look at your personal life. What's going on with your relationships? And this month you've got the Five of Wands. Lots of invites this month. Lots of social gatherings. For some of you, this is going to be about family. For some of you, this is going to be about friends. For those of you that are partnered, the Five of Wands does suggest that, because it's right next to that Three of Swords, either you or your partner are going to look at the other's friends or social circle and say, do you know what, I don't really want to hang around with your friends anymore. And my advice to you is, because love life looks good in general for you guys, let it happen. If it's a natural progression and you look at that person's friends and you say, do you know what, they don't really mesh with me, I don't really like them, you know, whenever you want to go out with them, fine, go enjoy yourself, do your thing. Not for me, thanks for the invite, but no thank you. You know, and or it could be your partner is saying that to you. It's not personal, it's got nothing to do with you, it's got something to do with the group themselves, right? So there will be a lot of invites this month, there will be a lot of social interaction. But one of you, or possibly even both of you, are saying, you know what, that kind of interaction with those kinds of people no longer resonates with who I am or what it is that I want. So, you know, and there's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes it's actually healthy for us to have our own lives apart from, you know, away from our partner, away from whatever it is that they've got going on. First week of the month, you've got the Tree of Life. This card has been very active for the first position, for the first month of the, for the first week of the month. Now, you've got it right underneath the Lovers card, which suggests that love, relationships, they are the way that you're going to look into the spiritual this month. It's your relationship, you know, for those of you, especially those of you that are partnered, that's what's going to tap you into the, almost like the spiritual aspect of life, where you kind of say, wow, you know what, having this alignment or this connection with somebody taps me into something deeper. There's going to be a bigger wisdom or truth that's glimpsed this month from your relationships. It doesn't have to just be with a partner. If you're single, this could be about your children. You know, even if you've got a partner, it could be about your children. It could be so much broader than that, or it could just be that literally. It's going to depend on you personally though, right? For those of you that are single, I know I hear you saying, you haven't mentioned us. For those of you that are single, it looks like the next person coming in is somebody that is divinely timed, right? This is almost like the universe is saying, yeah, you've been doing your thing long enough. You've been doing your thing well enough up until now. Let me throw you a little somebody that's going to kind of help you enhance that. Your second week of the month, you've got the Magician card right underneath the Hierophant. Your money is good this month, right? Your finances are really, really nice. Finances are tasty this month. You're going to be able to make it work. You're going to be able to generate more money, but also you're going to have the kind of ideas and the longevity for getting those ideas off the ground that you need in order to make that kind of money that you want to see. This is really, really nice. Really nice. Your third week of the month and your communications, you've got the Death card right underneath the Separation. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news. And you guys know me, I don't shy away from the difficult or the taboo subjects. I don't see how that helps anybody, right? If I just gloss over things that come to me or things that I see. The Three of Swords is about a separation or letting somebody go. The Death card is literally an end. When you see these two together, it can be that somebody will be leaving your life for good. Like I said, for most of you, this is about a conscious decision of saying, you know what, I can no longer have that person or those people in my life. However, for a select few of you, there is going to be somebody that shuffles off their mortal coil this month. I'm really sorry to be the bearer of said news. If I'm honest, this person doesn't necessarily look too close to you. For a select few of you, it might be somebody very close, but for the most part, it's almost like it's on the periphery, on the wider sort of circle. And then finally, the fourth week of the month, you got the Wheel of Fortune, right, which is right underneath that Five of Wands. So like I said to you, there's definitely some really great stuff shaping up, and it might be that you find a new social circle this month. It might be that you find, actually, I can't spend so much time with my partner's, you know, social circle and vice versa, because I've got other things that are happening. New opportunities are definitely making their way into you. And what's interesting is you are going to have to, this month you will be letting something or someone go. And by doing that, it's almost like it frees up whatever the Wheel of Fortune wants to bring you, which is usually some form of a synchronistic or, you know, abundance kind of blessing. Because it's luck, it's abundance, it's things that shape up for us out of the blue that we're not expecting, but in response to work we've already done usually. When it comes to your personal relationships, for those of you that are single, go out. Right, when you're asked to go somewhere, because the chances are you could be really connecting with somebody quite awesome and divinely timed, right? For those of you that are partnered, yeah, I mean, do things as a couple, but maybe not necessarily with other people, if that makes sense. Do you know what I mean? Like, you don't always have to, oh, you know, let's do a couples thing. Like, sometimes it's like, oh, no thanks. All right. So your key to the month, the Ten of Swords. I'm sorry to say it, but I have to. This is a month you will hear of a death. I'm sorry to say. There is definitely somebody leaving the physical plane. You've got the Ten of Swords, the Three of Swords, and the Death card. That's very, very plainly spelled out. If you're a tarot reader with any kind of experience, you know what you're looking at right now. On a personal level, the Ten of Swords basically says not only have you come full circle, but you're now ready for a different evolution of yourself. The Ten of Swords is basically saying whatever crap you had going on, this is where it stops. This is where it comes to an end. Going to be a very interesting month for you guys. It's almost like your personal relationship is going to flourish. For those of you that are single, you're going to find somebody, but you know, it's almost like everything else is kind of making its way out. The only thing that I will say to you, not that a Capricorn ever would, don't settle, right? Whatever that means to you, don't settle this month. You don't have to. All right, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up for you. Take care, and I'll see you soon.